Hey guys, how's it going? So it's been a little bit, only because this is actually a re-recording. I actually recorded this video before, but uh, everything came out backwards because I was still recording on my phone. Since then, as you can see, I've gotten a new microphone, so hopefully things will sound better. And I broke down and got a webcam. Um, Not quite uh, like a real, fancy actual video camera, but it's a step up from the phone, I think. We'll see. Um, so that covers all the new gear. Um, and again, I'm still new at this, relatively. Um, so obviously, some adjustments will have to be made and all that. Um, so, how's it going? Everybody doing all right? So, we will go back to want to start with going back to August 9th, Thursday. This show, this show right here, focus, there we go. That show. Uh, Rumors headlining. They're from, where are they from? Iowa, I think, maybe, or Wisconsin. I'm not sure. I feel bad now. Um, Outlaw Saint and Robo Queens. Um, Went to the show. Uh, Knowing Robo Queens, obviously I've seen them a bunch. Knowing Outlaw Saint, obviously I was in Outlaw Saint. Um, but really excited to see the Rumors because I hadn't seen them. And Tank talked them up. And yeah, they did not disappoint. I gotta say, they did not disappoint. They put on a hell of a show. Um, I actually got both of their albums. So this is their first one, Bad Habits. Boom. Everything's a little bit crooked. That's okay. And then this is the new one, Hot Bang. This is the one they were touring on. Other way. There we go. Still a little shiny, but so yeah, saw them and hung out and uh, talked to the guitar player for Fatal Caliber, a guy named Slinger. Talked to him for a bit, him and his girlfriend. Um, Talked to this other guy named I want to say Darren. I think his name was Darren. But old school guy. I mean, he played like in the 80s and 90s, and we talked about some of the old clubs and all that. So that was fun. That was a good show. Also got other stuff. I'm not prepared, people. Also got a Rumors T-shirt, which I think has that band picture on it, and says Hot Bang. Also got a Robo Queens T-shirt. Finally, um, both of which are in my closet because I forgot to grab them because I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared. Um, so wanted to talk about that show. Um, Also, just wanted to talk about in general, kind of ordering stuff uh, off of either the band's individual websites or like Bandcamp or Big Cartel, stuff like that. I got, and I'm still gonna get a bunch of stuff. I ordered a bunch of stuff, bunch of band stuff, um, and what did I want to talk about? Oh, I want to talk about just the fact that a lot of bands go a little bit above and beyond when they send stuff, which is always awesome. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. All right, that was fun, right? So one of the bands I ordered stuff from, I'd seen the name around a bunch, um, hadn't seen them, but I know they played with people that I like, bands that I like. Excuse me. And they're a band called Backwater Porn Site. And they're a grind band. I think they're out of Chicago, I want to say, or Chicago area. There we go. Such a pretty picture. So they were having, uh, and again, I saw the name, checked out some of the videos, kind of dug it. But then they had all their stuff on sale, all their merch on sale. So I literally could have gone on there, I think it was a big cartel site, and literally could have bought one of everything for about 35 bucks, which is insanely cheap when it comes to band merch. But I got CD and another stocking cap to add to my collection when winter is coming, because winter is coming as always. And then I ordered a patch. I think I ordered, this is the patch I ordered, because I've been getting into patches, as you know. So this is the one I ordered. Try to stay on the mic. So this is the one I ordered. But they also sent this one and this one. And I don't know if that's like, if you order a patch, if you get the patch package or whatever, or if they just have some extras, but that's very cool and I appreciate it. And all three of these will be going on either jackets or vests or what have you. I will find a use for all three of them. Thank you very much, guys. Next up, I finally got around to ordering the Gabriel and the Apocalypse album, Ghost Parade. Now again, I've been following these guys for a while. Dug their stuff, but just haven't got around to getting the album yet, which is a shame because it's actually a really good album. Other way, there we go. Really good album. You should pick it up if it's still available. But I just ordered the album, and I got the package, and I was feeling it, and it felt like something else was in there. And I'm like, what else is in there? That's kind of strange. But they sent me buttons. There we go. Let's see which way I have to go that way. So yeah, probably just made it worse. So yeah, and these are like really nice buttons. Get in close. Can we focus on that? So you see what I'm saying with the buttons, because some of them are the cheaper style, but these are like the really nice buttons. So thank you guys for that. Also got a personalized light note. God. Oh, it's been a long weekend. Personalized note from Lenny Gabriel. So that's kind of awesome too. Going down the line, there's a band out of, I believe they're out of Milwaukee, called Casket Robbery. Another one. Saw the name, checked out some of the videos. The lead singer, whose name is not here. So I don't know her name offhand. I apologize. She did a couple of live streams that I checked out and kind of dug. But these guys are really good. Just straight up, pretty much straight up death metal. I guess, again, categories of music I don't really know anymore, but it's heavy. There you go. Beer, cheese, cereal colors from Wisconsin. Got a couple of those. And these guys, so I ordered the stuff, and all of them, when you order stuff, it usually says, 7 to 10 days. And I ordered the stuff, and it got to be like 3 weeks later, and it hadn't shown up yet. So I just kind of, messaged them and kind of said, just curious, I ordered the stuff on, whatever day it was, and hasn't shown up yet. It's been a couple weeks, just kind of curious, not upset, just curious. And they were like, oh, we're sorry, no problem. We'll get it to you, whenever. And they got it to me that night. And so in addition to the CD. Again, CD was the only thing I ordered. And I'm showing you again because it's there. They gave me the 2 stickers, and they gave me, in addition, a download code for their other album. And I'm going to cover up the code because I'm whatever. But yeah, Evolution of Evil right there. And I downloaded it, and that's a great album too. And that's another Bandcamp one. So that's awesome. Along with a couple of coupons for Dirtbag clothing, which I've not looked at yet, but I might. What else? What else have I been doing? Couple was it? Okay, so not this weekend that we're on, but last weekend, there was a show at Driftwood that my punk band Strike 13 was supposed to play, but and there's a story behind that, which I'm not going to go into. But we were supposed to play it and couldn't. But I went anyway because James Schmidt, the lead singer of Fix a Glitch, that was his first show under his new promotion company, Glitched Out Productions or Geo Productions. So I wanted to go there and support him, obviously. And there were three bands. It was the Montes, Polygon Peach, and these guys, Black Satori. And these are the guys that I actually recommended to James after they were recommended to me by Half Moon Devil, who was my first choice for a replacement for us. And they couldn't do it, but they said, hey, you should give these guys Black Satori a call. And I know that they're big fans. I've seen the name everywhere. And I was like, okay. And they were like, right on. They were like, yeah, absolutely, we can do it. Not a problem. So that kind of impressed me. And I went there and saw the band. Turns out that the guitarist of Half Moon Devil, Alex, has been playing bass for Black Satori, which I was not aware of. So that was really cool. That was kind of like a bonus. So I got to hang out with him, and Half Moon Devil's drummer, Zach, was there. So I hung out with him for a little bit. It was a good night. But I have to say, best band of the night, band that took it, and I think we all agree, me and Zach and maybe Alex, is this band called the Montes, who is made up of a bunch of like 18, 19, maybe 20-year-olds, kids, right? Freaking kids, but talented as hell, man. It's okay. So go along the 3 bands. First band was Black Satori. I got a very heavy, especially when they got kind of in the instrumental jammy stuff, a very heavy like early Pink Floyd, Sid era Pink Floyd kind of vibe to it, which I thought was really cool. I kind of dug it. Next band up was the Montes, and they had a very obvious, maybe is the word, and you could still tell kind of by the stage presence too, especially of the guitar player. A very like late 90s, early 2000 like second generation Brit pop kind of feel and sound, which I liked, which I kind of dug. But their drummer was freaking fantastic. She was just like off the charts as far as drummers I've seen, especially in non-metal bands. Because if you're a drummer in a metal band, especially the ones that I see around more your death metal bands and stuff like that, there has to be a certain level of technical proficiency in playing that music with those bands. But just straight ahead rock drummers, it's been a while since I've seen one that good. She was solid for one thing. She had a very strong snare arm. Drummers will know what I'm talking about. Like her snare hits were just as they should have been. Um, and she was tasteful, and she obviously had talent. And I didn't talk to her, didn't catch her name, and I apologize for that. Um, though I did give them, they have a, I think it's an Indiegogo campaign to get their EP done, and I did throw $25 at them. So, um, but yeah, they took the night easily. Um, then Polygon Peach went on, and from them I got it was a little punky. It was a little punky, as in like early days of punk, like very early, like Talking Heads and Television and people like that. Not your power punk, pop punk, not that, but like your like real New York underground kind of that kind of stuff. And it was cool. I mean, they were cool too. They were the only band that had merch, uh, which I did avoid. Um, Not that I wasn't impressed by them and didn't like them, just I wasn't impressed enough. And sorry, guy. I mean, you're good. You're good. Um, and I was impressed that you had so much merch. Because from what I saw, I didn't look at the table, but from what I saw, it was at least you had your CDs there, and you had at least 4 or 5 different T-shirt designs or T-shirt styles slash designs, um, which is pretty impressive. I got to say, pretty impressive. Um, and next time I see you, maybe I'll pick something up because I like doing that, and I preach that to no end. Okay, so that's where are we at? So that's about all the shows. I think that's all the shows I went to. Oh no, it's not all the shows I went to because we'll do this. We'll do this next. Um, so then, so that was Friday night, and then Saturday night, next night, um, I attended the Castor Velour EP release party at the Skyway. Picked up this. This is their EP, A Prelude to the Freak Show. Um, and if you know anything about these guys, you know that they put on a hell of a show. They definitely are showmen. I've talked about these guys before. Um, they're just great. It's a fun show. But the bummer part was, I think partially because other shows that were going on that day, um, Top Secret Metal Fest was going on that day. Inner Toil and Fatal Caliber were playing at Lee's that day. I'm sure there was something going on at the Hexagon and Club Underground and Lee's. And um, so unfortunately, there were in total probably maybe 15 people there. And if you've been to the Skyway, the what is it, Lounge B? I have the tickets right here. Studio B, which is the smaller, I guess, of the rooms in the Skyway. It's still a pretty big room. I mean, it could probably hold a couple hundred people, and it's a big open concrete room. And when you only have like 15 people in there, it's it doesn't really work. Um, but I mean, that's all the bands were good. Um, 3 bands on the bill. Ashes to Stone, they went on first, and they were good. They were, and I hate to use the term, but they were like 93x rock, and those who know what I'm talking about, just heavy enough, but poppy enough, but you know all the things that a good hard rock band should be. Um, and they were good. Second band on the bill I'd seen before. I saw them at the Caboose, um, and they were Eternal Voyager. And those guys, they're just a straight up power metal band, and they are kind of awesome. Um, but again, because of lack of people, I mean, if the place would have been full, they would have killed, and Castor Velour would have killed, and Ashes to Stone would have killed. Um, but to try to get crowd participation with like 7 people standing in front of the stage doesn't really work. They put on a valiant effort, though. I mean, every band despite the lack of crowd, every band gave 110%, which I have to applaud, um, because you just do. Because you just do. Um, so yeah, and then Castor Velour went on, and they, and this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably fifth, maybe fourth or fifth time I've seen Castor Velour, and this is the first time I've seen them where they've done mostly originals. Every other time I've seen them, they've done a couple originals, but mostly covers. This one time, I think they only did one cover, and that was second to the last song, and they did their cover "Come On, Feel the Noise." Other than that, it was all original stuff. So that was kind of impressive. I didn't know they had that much original stuff, um, which is awesome. I mean, so you have the 5 songs on the EP, which is the 5 songs they started with. And then they played at least another, probably 3 or 4 um, original songs. But I think I've heard a couple of them before, kind of sprinkled in to some of their sets. But yeah, it was impressive. It was a good show. It was a good show. Shame there wasn't more people there. So that's all the shows I've been to. Played a couple. Today's Sunday, so yeah, last night and the night before, off-duty astronauts were gigging. Friday night we had our debut at Jersey's in Invergrove Heights, which was kind of awesome. Night started out kind of slow, as it does. There were people there, which is always good. But so one lady came out and danced during our last song for a set, which was "Comfortably Numb." She came out and danced. And later found out that it was her birthday, and her birthday party and cake were all Pink Floyd themed. I heard a description of the cake. I didn't go back there and look at it, but it was like this huge cake, and the bottom tier was like the wall with like the guy coming through. You know what I'm saying? And the second tier was like Dark Side of the Moon, and all of the gifts were Pink Floyd themed. So of course, when we played "Comfortably Numb," she had to come out and dance to it, and she was our first dancer of the night. But after that, starting second set, there was just floor was pretty much filled all night for the rest of the last 2 sets, which was completely awesome. And there was a couple guys there, and they probably will not see this, but on the off chance that they do, there was a couple guys there who were really getting good stuff and dancing a lot, and they were with a group of other people. And after second set, I went and talked to them and did my little schmooze thing. But they were saying 2 of the guys have a podcast. I was going to try to catch them when we were done at the end of the night, but I missed them. But they have a podcast, and they were asking me if we could do some like theme music or something for their podcast. And I was like, absolutely, I'll do that in a heartbeat. But you have to talk to, I mean, I pointed to the stage where Pam and Rob and Doug were, and I was like, talk to those guys. I'm totally in. But I did not get their name. Hopefully, I gave them cards, so hopefully they'll message us if that's something they still want us to do. Because that would be awesome to diversify like that. And I don't know what kind of a podcast it is, but and I really wish I would have gotten their names. I need to get better about talking to people about that kind of stuff. But anyway, so Jersey's was a rousing success. I really hope they like us. I really hope they ask us back, because we all agreed it's a very nice stage. It's nice and wide. It was odd to have to turn my neck almost all the way over to see Dave, the bass player. So that was kind of weird. But good stage, good dance floor, really good food. If you go there, I would highly recommend the buffalo chicken wrap. One of the best ones I've had ever. But so yeah, good people, I mean the staff was friendly. Good sound, really good sound. Good on-stage sound, good front of house sound. Perfect. Best sound I think we've ever had. I think, and I probably said that about other places too, but this is the place. Jersey's best sound we've ever had. Um, and then last night, Saturday night, we were once again in Anoka up at Billy's Bar and Grill in Anoka. Great place, great little place. Um, Weather cooperated, so we were actually on the patio like we were supposed to be the first time we played there. Um, so that was awesome. Um, oh, excuse me. So yeah, played on the patio, and the crowd there. We noticed there were people there. There were people there all night outside, but they didn't really respond to us. Like we'd finish the song and there'd be kind of scattered applause. Um, but as the night wore on, that's when the people completely opposite of every other bar. Because usually bars, the crowd, I mean, it may start out slow and then like second set, everybody will come. But then by third set, so by the time you start third set, which is, you know, 12:30, everybody's gone again. In Anoka, apparently, it's the opposite. Like by the time we went into our last maybe 5, 6 songs, that's when everybody showed up and was dancing. So that was a little weird. Um, but you know, what do you do? I mean, the people that appreciated us seem to like us, and I know Billy's likes us. Shout out Aaron and Paul. We love you guys. You're awesome. Um, so yeah, it was a good weekend. Good weekend. Uh, nice to play because it's been not going to go into it, but it's been a little bit of a stressful week. Um, a lot of work changes and whatnot, but hopefully we'll get that figured out and tomorrow's another day. Anyway, so back to ordering stuff. So the same time I ordered the Casket Robbery CD, I also ordered some stuff from, finally got around to ordering some stuff from these guys, Buried Above Ground. There we go. That's straight. Can we do that again? Shoop. Yeah, so I've heard about these guys for a while. They pretty much won a lot of crap at the Medis this year, and now listening to it, I see why. Um, and this is the new one. Oh, too much. There we go. And I'll straighten this camera out and get it all set up better. But there we go. So yeah, these are good. These guys are good, and they have the fancy packaging, which a lot of people don't do anymore, and I understand why. Because oh come on, oh, you are really in there. Just want to make sure that you're the right way. Because a lot of people don't buy CDs anymore. Physical media, as they say, is dying. But I appreciate the bands that put in that kind of effort. And the new one, The Crown, also came with stickers, because you gotta have stickers, because I need more stickers for my fridge. And again, I really wish I had somewhere else to put stickers besides my fridge. But for now, they'll have to be there. And something that I'm quickly running out of wall space, so I don't know where I'm going to put it, but a nice little pull-out poster, which is very cool that way. Woohoo. So just of the album artwork, but that's pretty freaking cool. Um, so yeah, finally got around to getting some buried above ground stuff, and it's awesome. You should check it out. Um, and the last thing I got, I think I showed that. I don't know if I showed this. I picked up an Outlaw Saint button. Focus. Not gonna focus, is it? There we go. But as you can see, this is one of the cheaper ones. But again, you know, cheap button, expensive button. You know, band merch is band merch. I'll take it. I don't know if I showed these, these hex vortices pins. Also very cool. One of my favorite bands in the city. Uh, they're recording a new album. Are we gonna focus? There we go. They're recording a new album. Should be almost done, actually. Um, and hopefully that'll be out fairly soon. And the last thing I ordered is I finally, because I missed these guys' CD release show because we were playing a show, because I think something got switched. And I was planning to go to this show, but something got switched and we had to play a gig that night, probably at Neeson's. And that is, of course, a Mega Sequence Aeon. There we go. And I have to say, one of the coolest album covers I've seen in a long time. And again, to have actual, and not knocking anybody that doesn't, I mean, not knocking Cask Robbery or Castor Velour for just doing the sleeve, but it's so cool that there are still bands that want to put in the effort of having uh, actual packaging and stuff. I think that's really, really freaking cool. Um, I mean, you have the booklet and stuff. But this is an incredible album. Everybody should get this. And it comes, of course, with a couple of these badass stickers. Which again, that is just so cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I have more stuff coming. I ordered. Let's see. There should be three. I think three more shipments. You've heard me talk about Sisters of Suffocation. I ordered their second album, and I got a T-shirt from them. So that should be coming. I mean, it's coming from Europe. So, and then I pre-ordered the new Blood War album, which I think is released on. Is going to be released on September 7th, I believe. But I pre-ordered that through Twin Tyrant. I think they're on Twin Tyrant. But through them, I also got a Glutton for Punishment T-shirt, so that's coming. And there's a band out of, I believe they're out of Chicago, called Kevlar. 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 I ordered some stuff from them too. T-shirt, and hopefully their new album came out in March, or out in May rather, excuse me, out in May. But on their online store, they still just had a pre-order for it, and you got like one song, which I probably the single. But I'm hoping, since the album came out in May, that they'll actually ship me a hard copy. I hope so, because it would suck to just have that one song, because they're really good. But they just, I mean, not just a couple months ago, parted ways with their singer. So even if they do get up here to play, it won't be the same lineup, which is fine because I mean it's not all about the voice. Um, excuse me, not all about the voice. Music is awesome too. And again, these guys, and maybe it's because they have a female vocalist. I do get a very Cold Kingdom esque vibe about them, but it's still pretty cool. Um, so you should check them out too. Um, and I think that's all I got. I believe that's all I got. Um, so yeah, uh, that's it for now. Have a good week, people. Um, and I don't know if I said that on the Wish Hall video I did, or maybe on the one that I did that I didn't post. But I think I'm going to try to do some sort of weekly video, probably Sunday nights or Sundays, whenever. Um, just to get on some sort of regular schedule, because I think I need that in my life. And we'll see how that goes. So don't hold me accountable for anything, but I'm gonna try. Um, and we're at 36 minutes, so we should probably cut this. Thank you for listening, and please enjoy and have a good week. See you later.